Hi all, today I am going to go ahead and show you how you can create a user in Red Hat. So first off, please become root by typing in su and then go ahead and type your password in. Excellent. Now I will clear the screen, and in order to add a user you need to use a command called user add. The command has a lot of arguments that you can pass to it. The sort of arguments that you would want upon creating a user, the sort of arguments that give you the options that you would want when you are creating a specific user. So first off, let's go ahead and climb up to the top. You can add additional lines to the user creation with the comment section. And down below you can specify, there's a home directory of the new account. This one is interesting in particular, that -e, the expire date. So you can either just press -e, -e, and that's going to expire the account immediately upon login. Upon first login, the user will need to change their password immediately, or you could actually set a specific date when you want the account to expire. A lot of these options down below are self-explanatory. Please do read through this. If you need any help with any of these options, I am always monitoring the Udemy discussion section, so please feel free to inquire in regards to any of them. Down below you have -M. It says, well, this is written in a rather funny manner, no create home. Some weird version of English, but this is not a version of English, this is a command. It says here, do not create user's home directory. So if you want to create a user without a home directory, that is how you would do it. Anyway, down below you can specify that you want to create a system account. For these system accounts, as I've said before, are used for specific processes. For example, you have Apache, which is used to run a Apache web server, and that user has a specific set of permissions and a very detailed list of what it can and cannot do. Down below, again, you are able to specify the user identifier, so UID. These things will be created by default, but if you wanted to create a specific one, you can actually change it here. Create a group with the same name as the user. This is also going to happen by default as well, if I'm not mistaken. We shall see soon enough. But you are also able to give the name or ID of the primary group of the new account, which is also one of those interesting options. But let us use something that people use in general. So go ahead and clear the screen. Type in user add, and we would like to create a user by what shall be the username? Username will be Adam, and then we will, well, actually first we will pass in this. So the real name of the user will be Adam Orlock, the guy from the comic books. And what shall be the name of this user? Well, the username will be Adam. So something very simple to memorize without any bigger, that you can figure out without any bigger difficulties. Go ahead and press enter. The user has indeed been created, but Linux is a bit awkward with these things. Well, I wouldn't say awkward, but it can be a bit inconvenient to new users because it doesn't actually tell you anything. You just go ahead and create the user, and that's it. The exit code is 0, so nothing is printed out to the screen. Nothing else is done. Usually, 99.99% of the cases when something like this happens, you type in user add, and then you've typed in the name. Here, the user has been created, the function has ran through, nothing has been, the system didn't report any anomalies or errors or warnings or anything of a kind, so everything is well. If you get an error message, then you know something is wrong. Let's go ahead and try to run that command one more time, and you see this is an error message. It says user add, user Adam already exists. Now what else we need to do for this particular user? We would of course need to set the password. So the account is not yet fully functional as it does lack a password. The root can still log into it. and you will be able to use it depending on what is in the Etsy shadow file, but set the password. So passwd dash dash help. Passwd is a command used to set new passwords and to change old passwords as well. We'll show you how to use it in a moment. So notice that there are some similarities with options here. You have -e for expire as well, but this is the to expire the password for the named account. That is to expire the account in the user add. You can also delete the password. Lock, unlock. These are some very nice and neat features that you have here that kind of play well together and are very convenient for the system admins. So go ahead and type in pass wd, and I would like to expire the password on next login. In case you don't want that to occur, in case you want it to occur at some future date, you can type in 2016. It's 2015 at the time of my making of this video, the 6th of the 6th. And then you can go ahead and type in the with the username, which is Adam, but I'm not going to do that. I am going to type in Adam, and I want the password to expire as soon as the user logs in, because I, as the administrator, I really don't want to know the password of the passwords of my users. Well, not of my users, but of the users on the system. Rather, instead, I can access their accounts without the need for their passwords. That way, because root always has the permission to log in as to access any user, any file on the system, or anything of a kind, and it's not going to require any extra permissions. So we have now we will soon successfully create a password for Adam. You see, expiring password for user Adam, pass WD success. And if you did this, this would be a common mistake, a common error that people make. What you want to do is first create a password so that there is something to expire. And I will type something in extremely stupid. I will get a warning here for sure. But notice that it says bad password. The password is shorter than 8 characters. As root, I will be able to omit this. There is no need for me as root. There is nothing that can stop me from creating a bad password. And I am creating a bad password here for this account deliberately, but this is a virtual machine. Keep that in mind. If you're in a production network or something of a kind, please create strong passwords that are hard to guess, that are not dictionary words, and that are definitely longer than 8 characters, or whatever the password policy in the company is. Anyway, I will go ahead and create it, and it says all authentication tokens updated successfully. Now I will go ahead and expire the password for Adam, and there you go. So there is an existing password. There are some versions where you actually, before I go ahead and talk about the existing passwords, there are some versions where, well, not some versions, there are some cases where this would actually apply and this could actually work out well, but generally not a good idea. Just go ahead and create a password, and after you've created a password, set an expiration date for that password. As I've mentioned previously, or explained previously, if you don't pass a date to -e option, the password will expire on next logon. I will show this to you shortly. But before I do, let's go ahead and take a look at the Etsy passwd file. So go ahead and type in cat. Actually, we will edit it as well. So vim Etsy passwd, and there are a lot of things here. Let's go ahead and employ our search methods that we have used before. So Adam, there we go. Adam Warlock. Am I random? Okay. So we can go ahead and enter insert mode here. And after Warlock, I'm going to type in this is a dot, sorry. I'm going to type in a comma here, and I will alter it to something else. What's that something else will be is the department name. So what will be the department name? I don't know, meat processing. If I've mistyped that, misspelled that, please do not hang me. I am not to blame. Okay, so right quit. we have exited. Let's go ahead and cat etc pass wd. This is a wrong command. I should have grepped the proper thing out of it. So cat and grep. What shall we grep out of this? Let's grep Adam. And you see that I've made a clear error here. I have failed to take a look at the username, because prior to the making of this tutorial, I've been testing it out and I've created a username with test, and the real name of that user was Adam Warlock. And in the search in VIM, I have actually just typed in Adam, and this was the first search result that I got. So this is not something that I want to do. I have made alterations to this user because the first field is the username, and this is just the real name of the user, and then I've typed in the department name. You can just keep on adding a comma and typing in whatever it is that you want to type in there. So let us go ahead and go back to VIM and make the proper corrections to a proper place. There we go. So Adam Warlock is down below. I will enter insert mode with I. Okay, let's make a comma here. This guy will also be working in meat processing. So meat processing. Excellent. So now I'm going to press escape to enter command mode, colon, right quit, enter, and there you go. Let's go ahead and cat this file one more time out. And there we go. Yep. Now you see that we indeed have made changes to the proper place. Notice also that the home directory of the user has indeed been created. We can go ahead and verify that that is indeed so. We can type in ls home and let's see what's in home. You see there are some other users that I have created. Alice, semi-random, I am not random, random guy, and test. And the first one is Adam. That is the home folder of the user Adam. Now I can also switch in the terminal by typing su Adam, and I have indeed become Adam. But I noticed that I did not require a password to log in as Adam because I am root. If I type in exit, I will go back to being root. If I type in exit one more time, I will become random guy once again because that is the user that I started off with. If I type in as random guy, su Adam, I will be prompted for a password here. I can type in the password and there you go. You are required to change your password immediately, root enforced. Changing password for Adam. So now I have to type in a new password for Adam in order to be able to log in. You will also be prompted with this if you do a GUI login into the system. I'll show that to you in a minute, but here we go. It's faster this way via the terminal, so you are required to change your password immediately. You will get the same message when logging into the system. So current Unix password, I need to type that in. That's nonsense. And the new password, I won't actually be able to type in whatever I want. You see, if I type in whatever I want, bad password, the password is the same as old one. I'm not allowed to do this. And if I type it in again, you see it just keeps on giving me this error message and warning. I am not able to circumvent it as I would be able to do so with root. So I actually need to type in something valid here. Something valid will be, what shall we type in here? I'm really stuck here. So the password will be smartphone123. Amazing, I know, right? Press enter, retype new password, smartphone123, and there we go. It has indeed changed the password for Adam, and now we are logged in as Adam. Oops, sorry. Exit. Not exit. Adam. Let's go ahead and type in the password one more time. There we go. What I wanted to do is change directory. So change directory to the home folder. There is nothing in it, of course. There we go. So I am as Adam, and I can enter its home folder of Adam without any problems of whatsoever. There's nothing in it because we haven't really created anything there, but that doesn't really matter. We are able to create a user and set the password expiration and do configuration of such kind. Let's go ahead and exit this, become random guy once again, clear the screen. I will now log out of the system. So log out here. And just give me a moment. It is a virtual machine after all. Do not expect your virtual machines to fly. Very soon I'm going to get a new laptop with a ton load of more RAM, so it's going to work. And there you go. It's Adam Warlock. Please keep in mind that Adam Warlock is not the username. That is the name of the new user. If I go ahead and do this, I can type in the password here and log in. But if I go into not listed, it's going to ask me for a username, and this is what you will be prompted to type in the terminal, as I've showed you just a second ago. If I type in Adam, sign in. Now I'm asked for a password. Type it in, signing me in, and very soon we will become Adam. We're not going to get all of his superpowers, but we will become Adam on our system. We don't really need his powers because we have root access to the system and we are omnipotent anyway. Okay, so in the upper right corner it says Adam Warlock. You are prompted here with the first time configuration. You need to select the language and input source. I don't know, you can connect it to the existing cloud and stuff like that. Start using Linux client. That is what we really need. It's prompting me for updates down there, but I don't want to do updates at this time. I'll do it a bit later on. Let's go ahead and close this as well. Excellent. So in the upper right corner, you see that it is indeed Adam Warlock. You can actually see the name. And if I go ahead and open up my terminal, you will see that the default user here in the terminal is Adam. Also, the settings for one user will not apply as settings for another user. So you see I get a white terminal here with black font that is a lot smaller. I'm not zooming it in because there's nothing in particular to see there. I won't be doing anything as Adam Warlock. I will go back to being random guy. I prefer to be random to an extent, I suppose. But now we have seen how we can actually create a user, and I would urge you to experiment with various options and see what sort of outputs you get. Doesn't matter if you get errors. Simply post them on Udemy in the discussion section, and I will be more than happy to play with you, play around with you with these options and help you out to get things sorted out. Anyway, I would like to bid you all farewell, and I wish you all a ton load of luck until we see each other next time in the follow-up tutorial.